Sarawak, or most commonly known as the land of Hornbill, is the biggest state in Malaysia. It is famous for its natural resources, culture, language, dances, and of course food. Kuching is the capital city of Sarawak. There are a lot of things you can look into Kuching, such as the craftsmen, buildings, monuments, famous streets, cafe culture, or murals. All of these aspects can help us understand what makes Kuching Kuching the city it is today. But today, we are going to focus on cafe culture in Kuching as it has its own uniqueness in terms of the food, interior design, and theme. This mini research aims to define cafe culture in Kuching through multimodality. Apart from that, the objectives are to define cafe culture in Kuching through multimodality by utilizing three types of modes which are written, visual, and oral, to examine the interdependence of the modes. Before we proceed to our data analysis, allow me to briefly explain to you on the methodology of this mini research. As mentioned earlier, we are choosing three modes which are written, visual, and oral. All these three modes will make use of different approaches or frameworks. Rhetorical analysis by Aristotle will be used in analyzing blogs, multimodality in discourse analysis by Patrick 2012 in analyzing images from social media, while basic discourse classification method is used in classifying the types of discourse in the interviews. After that, all the results are compared and interdependence of the modes are reviewed. The three modes chosen are written, visual, and oral. These three modes can be obtained through resources such as blogs, social media, and interviews respectively. When it comes to cafes, restaurants, or any dining place that regards food, we often look for reviews before going to guarantee self-satisfaction. These reviews can be obtained easily through the internet. However, the information provided in the internet is rather limited. This is why we use interviews to help us in answering personal experience or thoughts of our informants. Let's start with mode 1, blogs. Reviews in blogs can be either positive or negative, depending on the writer's intention. Of course, sometimes reviews can be deceiving. The question is, why do some of us still fall for scammers? The key is the art of persuasion. There are three types of appeal in rhetorical analysis, which are ethos, pathos, and logos. From this mini research, we can conclude that the use of pathos or an appeal to emotion is the most prominent appeal used in this mode. Although the writing style and tone of all writers are comparatively different, there is one thing that they share in common, which is the use of you attitude. For example, you can fully customize your own salad. This is to attract customers to come to the cafe because it emphasizes on the customer's benefits. Social media, we are using Twitter as the main platform because the emphasis of Twitter is on the graphical elements. This is because a post or a tweet has limit that is up to only 200 characters. The images are analyzed using multimodality discourse analysis by Paltridge. To add more analysis, Batman's genre and multimodality framework is also utilized. We can conclude that all images are using close and top-down shot to provide a clear picture of the menu. Apart from that, no intense filters are used to maintain the natural colors of the dishes and as a reflection of reality. All posts or tweets are also captioned to support or add extra information on the picture uploaded. There are not many descriptions made because the image is sufficient to deliver information to the viewers. Last but not least, spoken discourse cannot be neglected because yes, it is mainly used for linguistic communication. We have interviewed 3 informants with these 3 questions. To help us in analyzing the data, we have chosen basic discourse classification method. However, only 3 classifications are used. This mode is categorized as interactive and its type of message is considered as an information. Other than that, all informants use 2 types of discourse which are descriptive and explanatory. Descriptive can be found in question 2 when informants were asked on the differences of the cafes. All informants just generally state the differences but not explaining the factors or effects. However, in question 3, all informants use explanatory because they gave their own justifications on why they prefer dining in cafe around Kuching. It cannot be considered as argumentative because not many counter-arguments are provided. Objective 1 has been accomplished. Moving on to the second objective, which is to examine the interdependence of all three modes. How all three modes interact and complement with each other in creating meanings about the city.
Okey, terima kasih.
It can be concluded that written mode is the most significant mode in giving information regarding cafe culture in Kuching. This is because texts are mainly used in expressing thoughts and providing descriptions. However, pictures in social media strengthen or provide proofs to the descriptions made in written mode, and interviews are used in gaining extra information that is backgrounded regarding cafe culture in Kuching. All these three modes are dependent to one another in creating meaning on what makes Kuching Kuching. We hope that we have showered you with plenty information on what makes Kuching Kuching the city it is today from cafe culture aspect. See you next time. Bye.
Putri sentuh, putri sejinjang, penjaga gunung negeri seram.